concern for police right now. Another thing that you've probably noticed, as this driver makes these right and left turns, sometimes out of nowhere you'll see a police car. Police basically working this thing, they're radioing one another and basically saying, okay, this is where the driver's going. So they're trying to think ahead where this driver may be, and you'll notice this person will pass cop cars out there. As Bill mentioned, they're trying to find a way to box him in, but they want to do it safely, and they're waiting for the right moment here.
He just made what appeared to be a circle there in the neighborhood, and then got on a through street, which is what he's been looking for, it appears to me. The concentric sort of route that he's been taking has been doing nothing more than keeping him where he is. Now he's on another through street. He may be able to get out of this neighborhood now.
He's picking up some speed as well, we've noticed. It looks like he's out of the neighborhood.
Yeah, this is a boulevard here.
Right, in an area that's paralleling it, and it may be making his way back to the freeway. Like we mentioned, he was on I-45, the Gulf Freeway at Broadway. He's now on Griggs, so he is on a thoroughfare, and he's heading northbound on Griggs. Again, this pursuit has been going on now for a good 10 minutes or so. We don't know why it started, what kind of tip police got, if they tried to pull this driver over for something and the driver took off. That often starts a chase. We don't know if this is a stolen vehicle or what's going on at this point, but police have been chasing this pickup truck, flatbed pickup truck, two-seater, looks like kind of a beige color from what we can tell, and the driver is now picking up speed, making his way northbound on Griggs.
These people who try to elude police in vehicles never get away, and I'm sure that each time they do it, they know they're going to get caught sooner or later, and the way they usually end is that the person who's in the vehicle trying to get away from police stops somewhere when he thinks he's been able to get out, ditch the vehicle, and run away. And that's the way, Dominique, you know, the last 2 or 3 that we've covered have ended. They get out of the car, try to run, and the police grab them on the ground. Right,
and often they just surrender. They realize that they're surrounded. There's no point, there's nowhere to run, and you just have to give up. And Bill, it looks like we're back in a neighborhood again. Maybe, I don't know, maybe back at Griggs or back at a major thoroughfare, but this driver just went through another neighborhood. So you really can't figure out his frame of mind, he or she, where this person is trying to go. But now we're back in the neighborhood again.
Another circle.
Right.
He keeps making these concentric turns that keep him going around and around and around. Not a bad strategy as far as it goes, because it keeps police, you know, sort of off balance.
Sure, and as opposed to a straight line on a freeway, he figures maybe he could lose a few, making some right and left turns, but like we were mentioning, there's an accident.
Police officer rammed him right there on Evergreen in front of that house, and there they go, grabbing him out of the truck. Yeah, police car came around, saw him turn, rammed him. Now look, they're bringing him out the other end of the truck because he tried to go to the other door.
There's one person down, and it looks like there was just a driver. From what we can tell at this point, they're on him. There must be at least 5 or 6 officers on this person.
Oh yeah, they got their adrenaline going too. There's nothing that makes a police officer angrier than having somebody try to outrun them in a vehicle like this, because it's so dangerous.
And Bill, there are 12 officers from what we're being told on the scene right now. So they all converged very quickly. They were all in close proximity to this driver, and they are on the driver.
We've got News Chopper 2 right above the scene right now with the zoom cam on the action here as police cuff and stuff this guy who began this chase about, what, 12 minutes ago now?
Yep. About 12 minutes. We've been following this. It started on I-45 around Broadway. We saw this driver go through neighborhoods, right turn, another left turn. You couldn't really tell where this person was going, or even if this person had a plan as to where they were going, except trying to elude police. You can see it looks like a man in a striped shirt.
Not willing to walk to the police car either. He's got his legs pulled up so that he's like in a kneeling position, and he's having to be carried before he's stuffed into the patrol unit there.
And it took a police officer wrecking into this driver to get this person to stop. And we have video of that we captured just moments ago.
Over on the news desk, we'll have our assignments editors making phone calls, trying to figure out why the police were chasing this fellow to begin with. Here again is the end of the chase. Police officer rams the truck, makes it turn around, backs it into the beginning of this. This is videotape now, into the front of this home. Taps another car, tattoos another red car there with the left rear bumper of that pickup truck. Police go inside the driver's side to pull him out. He tries to go out the passenger side. They pull him right out there. And the cops just filled with adrenaline and anger.
And the
some of
driver
the
obviously
others
showing
tough
some
and-
aggression at this point, too, because they're having to use a lot of manpower there to keep this person down. At least 12 officers were on the scene at this point. And as you mentioned earlier, when we saw police trying to get him in the car, they were literally dragging this driver, not
Yeah.
cooperating, not walking.
Yeah, he wouldn't walk. He buckled his knees up and he said, you know, I'm going, you're going to carry me.
Well, a lot of questions need to be answered at this point. First of all, why this chase began. Was this a stolen vehicle or not? Is this person wanted for anything or not? As Bill mentioned, our assignments desk busy right now collecting information. We will continue to collect that for you, and we'll update you as soon as we get it.
We'll be right back. Stay with us.